Shalom, Israel. This is Heaven. My sister Serenity been giving me news about the fake Jerusalem, Israel, and a lot has been going on. I haven't noticed, but she brought my attention that a lot has been going on in Jerusalem, and it seemed like it is falling apart, and it is falling apart. Not that it seems, it is. And people have been protesting and going crazy there, let's just say that. And then Yahoo doesn't want them to have their way, and so they have a problem, and now they are leaving. I believe a lot of people are threatening to leave, or they are leaving. And it's either, like my sister Serenity said, her thoughts on that was that either it is the truth, or they are just pretending and they are actually leaving because they know something is about to happen. This whole protesting and everything is just a lie, in which I do believe it could be possible, because Gentiles do lie a lot about things to cover up something else. And so you'd be looking in this direction when there's something bigger happening, and learned that, of course, from my father. And also she showed me this yesterday about the fox spotted along walls of Temple Mount sparks talk of prophecy. So of course anything about prophecy always catches my attention if it's true. If it's fake, like them saying that they found the gates to paradise or something stupid like that, I don't really care to look into anything like that, because ain't nobody gonna find heaven on earth. And so the thing that the prophecy that they were saying about seeing a fox was this. It was, therefore for your sake Zion shall be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become rubble, and the Temple Mount as a high place as a forest where foxes are found, which is in parentheses. And you find that strange. They are taking it as, this already happened, this already took place. And what just says that I believe is the person's name is Akiva. I don't know if I'm saying it right, or Akiva. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, he is taking it like this already took place. And now, the prophecy about there shall yet be elderly men and elderly women sitting in the streets of Jerusalem, he believes is going to take place now. Like, that was already past, and now it's pretty much the sign of the fox is saying this happened, and now good is about to come. I totally do not believe that. They are not understanding, and if they do understand, they are not telling themselves the truth. They are lying. They are fooling themselves. Because to me, that is a definite sign that Jerusalem is finna be destroyed. Because that ain't real Jerusalem. That is the fake Jerusalem. And as it says up here, is what I believe they say in the Torah. It says, "And the non-priest who approaches shall die." And I guess is where the fox walked. I guess it says if the non-priest approaches, then they shall die. That's what I'm getting out of it. And if that is the case, who do they think they are? They are the non-priests. They are not the real priest. We are. If they were, they would not be in a land already. That whole place is fake, and that whole place is falling apart and is about to fail. And I believe that is a definite sign that God is about to come and make the places become rubble. As he says, he's gonna plow. Zion shall be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become rubble. And I don't believe that's happened in the past. No, with us, yeah. But the sign to them, I believe, is that their place is about to become destroyed, because falsehood is going to perish every time, and it's not going to last. So their place is about to be destroyed. It already is falling apart. If people are leaving out of there, if let's say everybody leave out of there, that place is done. They're showing their true colors, who they are. There's nothing but hypocrites. Because if you call yourself the chosen people, why are you protesting? Especially what they're protesting for. And then if you look at the fox's face, which my sister Serenity brought me to the attention to, she said it looks angry. I don't believe that's a good sign at all, but you know, each is their own with their thoughts. Now, in more important news, because we already know they're going to get destroyed. We already know that everybody is going to war, and it's about to be a war, you know. And if God wills, that is not, hopefully that don't be made our problem, unless we got some sins to still pay for, we get left here. But if we, hopefully, if God wills, get saved and delivered, then, you know, I'm not going to worry about the war. I'm going to do my best to do what's right, and hopefully I get out of here in time before the war. Because once, just say it real quickly, I had a dream that the angels came and said to us, which that's when, you know, my father was still alive and here, and they were talking to him. They were smiling and they were happy. I take it like a good sign when the angels are happy in the dream, because I take it like, okay, then maybe there is some sort of, you know, salvation, or maybe God is happy with us. But when they were angry, I have had dreams they were angry, and I know I must have did something wrong, you know. So took it as a good sign. But bad thing is what they said to me is that they are coming after the war to come take us, which was us. I don't know about Israel in totality, but that was a dream that was sent to me and my family. And I'm hoping, you know, that doesn't mean that after the war we gotta go through the war and the HELL before we get saved or delivered. But you know, as long as, you know, they said that, then if it is true, you know, I'm with it. It's better being saved than not, you know. And this is actually what I wanted to make, you know, the video about. Now I'm about to read it. Exodus 12:13. On that same night I will pass through Egypt and strike down every firstborn of both people and animals, and I will bring judgment on all the gods of Egypt. I am the Lord. The blood will be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood I will pass over you. And so I'm sure you may know why I'm talking about this, because on August the 1st it is about to be the Passover, I believe, and the New Year. And so, you know, we celebrate the Passover, we celebrate the New Year. I want you, you know, to have that in mind, keep that in mind. And also, I have some news for you, because I'm taking this as a sign in multiple ways. And the other thing is, I believe my brother told me that on this, I believe it's this Monday, I don't know if it already started, but meteorites is supposed to be falling, meteor shower, which we all know that's the meteorites passing by, it just ain't falling down yet. It's probably going to, but yeah, it's meteor shower, and it's supposed to last, I believe, all the way to August 12th to 13th, I believe. And the scary part about it is they saying that it's not no normal meteor shower. They saying that about over 50 meteorites is supposed to pass in 1 hour. That is scary, because that's like a lot of meteorites passing by in 1 hour, and I believe it's probably way more than that. At least I hope I'm getting it right, exactly what they said. Alright, so they said considered the best meteor shower of the year by NASA. Them fools. They said about 50 to 100 meteors can be seen per hour under ideal conditions. So, you know, they might expect, you might expect it to be cloudy in the sky, so everybody may not be able to see it. And a lot of times when things take place in the sky, like especially for us, like an eclipse or anything, usually we are able to see it, but not so clearly, because usually clouds appear in the sky, which I do take that as a sign. I don't know why, but usually it's cloudy, or you could barely see it. but about 50 to 100 meteors per hour, that is not good. And it seemed like every time the meteor shower happens, it's just getting more worse and worse. They think, has it been the best meteor shower of the year? Yeah. Why though? Is it going to rain down on our heads this time? It's already scary that it's like, okay, that many meteors, and you already know what it says, that Babylon is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. And even if it does not happen, because, I'm not saying this is going to take place, meteorites is going to rain down and destroy everything. But you always take these things as a sign. God ain't playing. God don't make things happen for no reason. If things is getting worse and worse, it's for a reason. It's because it's building up. And then if it ain't happening now, it's going to happen. And then there's another thing that gets me with these meteors. And it happening in August. Besides, the Passover being on the 1st. But it's my father's dream. Constantly. It keeps looping through my brain every year. After he passed. Which has been like, I think we're on our 2nd year now, or 3rd year, but maybe I say it a lot during the days in the year, the months. When we're getting close to August, I always think about that dream. And here is the dream, he said.
And I said, look like we got a war coming, this winter with China. I mean, according to my dream, it could be any country, but in my dream it was China. And then I went to bed again this last night, and I dreamt of a bus station, and all the children of Israel was catching buses. We all know what that means. That's our departure. We wasn't all going to the same place, but a lot of us was going to the same place. And with that said, in a dream, nobody knew where they were going. And we all had to catch particular buses. And in this dream, I remember I had some vision inside the dream where I was actually a bus driver myself, right? And I'm a bus driver in the dream. And I remember I was bus driving for the beginning of the summer. And towards the middle of the summer, or a little bit into the summer, like halfway through or something like that, we were all called to catch buses to wherever. I don't know where we were going. Nobody knew where we were going. And so I know what that means. That means the departure. And so the middle of the summer, we know what that means. It could be July, it could be August, it was somewhere around in there. I ain't gonna say it's the direct middle of the summer. It can be the early, like late July or middle of July, or August, early August, somewhere around there. But we were leaving then. So if you put the two dreams together, you got a war starting, and then you got the children of Israel leaving. You guys tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. Sis, wrap the news.
And why do I think about that dream? Is because a lot of the dreams that my father had came true. And, it's a sign, even if it's not direct. Because some dreams he had dreamed, it wasn't direct, but it still came true. Like, sometimes it'd be maybe the date might maybe have been off, or maybe, it didn't happen in the daytime, but it was nighttime, stuff like that. It might have been daytime in a dream, and then in real life it happened at night. Or it might be one person, and then you're dreaming about one person, and then it's yourself. That's how I dream. I believe that's how everybody dreams. Sometimes things are not so direct in the dream, but you take dreams, seriously. Just like the king's dream with Joseph, wasn't fully direct, but when you have somebody that can interpret it and see what it is, then it's very serious. So that's why I take all dreams very serious. And that dream gets to me, because sometimes I'm thinking like, okay, will Israel be delivered in August? Because he said somewhere in the middle of the year, in the summer, I believe. And it always sticks to me like, okay, is it going to be in August? That God is going to come deliver his people. And I want to make a video so badly, and hopefully I'll be able to work on it, about I'm starting to think things is being raised up right now. It's like scary as it sounds. I'm believing the dead is already coming back, and it's starting so subtly. To me, this is my beliefs. It's starting so subtly, but it's happening right in front of our eyes, and they're making it like it's something normal, but it's not. And I'm gonna make a video on it if God wills. So Israel, we all need to stay on our P's and Q's. Need to cross every T and dot every I, because right now I believe it's the end. Anything is gonna happen right now. To a great earthquake. Earthquakes keep happening. The last earthquake that I read was I believe it was a 7.5 earthquake. It was some 7.3, 7.5 in the US, and I believe they were expecting something. I can't remember. I think it was a hurricane. But yeah, this is crazy stuff, and they're expecting it to, be a big earthquake, which we know there is going to be a big earthquake soon. And yeah, it's not good. There's so much stuff happening. I want to get around to it all, but this was just a little bit of it. This is, the immediate thing that is happening, and I'm sure maybe you may have heard it, but it is a big sign and warning that the day that the power went out, and it went out in our house, like the lights went out, then they said on the news that meteorites rained down on the sun. That is terrible, and it made the lights go out. That is like, to me, that's a big sign. That's super scary to me. It's about to be done, and it's only a little bit of time left. So, get it straight, Israel. Stay straight. I want all of you to do your best to make it. I want to make it. I want to be delivered. You want to be in that happy place. You don't want to be here left destroyed and forgotten, left behind by God. You want to be in the favor of God. You want God to take you as a friend. You want God to come save you in the end, Nothing on this earth is worth it. You may think you have a lot of time. They may lie and say, this and this is going to happen in years. California, US is going to be underwater, but that's, way later in 2033 or something, Don't believe them. Usually when they state these things and they say this should happen, way like years later, that means it's very close, or else they wouldn't be saying it. But what is the point of saying it if it's a far off event? No, it's gonna happen now. So Israel, prepare and be ready. This is 7.